we do it. Where you catch us if we be in that pool pit. Always catch a vibe, we a movement. You should just subscribe because we too lit. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, watch them scream out, ah, yeah.
We stay rowdy. Yeah, you already know who run it. It's the Pool Pit Podcast, baby. Season 4. Episode 100. What the business is. It's that man with the plan, Big Kev. And that's cuz with the buzz, Big Bo. And you know we got that food for your soul. For sure. Now, like I said before, it's the 100th episode. So that means multiple times y'all done heard this disclaimer, and it's still famous to this day. But it's so goddamn needed. So without further ado, the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it again.
I said, you know I got to do it. I said the Pool Pit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all know this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love. So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and I got a real good one. Kind of long, but listen to it.
Message.
Law of attraction. Your mind is a magnet. If you think of blessings, you attract blessings. And if you think of problems, you attract problems. Always cultivate good thoughts and remain positive. And that's what we talk about with energy. If you put good energy around you, you keep good energy around you, good things will happen.
Say that,
if you don't believe me, try it. So y'all know this is the 100th episode. 100 Me and my boy been doing it. Hundo.
We got to take shots for this real quick.
So we going to celebratory. Celebratory shots. You feel me? It's been dope.
Hang on.
We got twist the cat. Twist the cat. Yeah, no. Oh, my hands all slippery for that damn what you call it on there. There we go.
Can you get the cat?
I got you.
Boom, boom.
All right, man. Here's to 100
Cheers.
and 100 more.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Hey.
Yeah.
Woo.
He's going to be terrible today.
Y'all might get that wrong,
it's
Kevin.
It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be a great show.
He hit notes already.
I'm telling you, boy, that you get that liquor and can. It don't take much.
Oh, man.
It don't take much. I get in rare form.
But
all right, so we got to start the show off. First of all, rest in peace to Juice. I know people feel certain type of ways about what he did or didn't do or how you felt about it. But ultimately, another legend for what he presented has passed away. So we're going to give that, you know what I'm saying, it's credit, you know what I'm saying, and credit is due. So I just want to say rest in peace, Juice. You know, he's from football, OJ, movies.
Orenthal Simpson.
Yeah, you know, he's done a lot of legendary things. And no matter how you think about it, like I said before, the Pool Pit Podcast, you know, we don't try to knock people's opinions and thoughts. You might have your thoughts about what he got away with, what he didn't. Okay. We're not here to say that. We're in the finality part. The man passed away. Be respectful. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to say rest in peace to OJ.
Yeah, rest in peace to OJ. Now, it's actually been a bad couple of days.
Yeah.
You know, Rico Wade just passed away.
Rico Wade, if y'all don't know, that's Organized Noise, top producer.
Yes.
That's the sound of Outkast, Goody Mob, and really anything really popping off in Atlanta.
Like really built the sound of Atlanta.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Rico Wade, Organized Noise.
And also too, I also want to say rest in peace to Mr. Scholler, one of my guys, Quinn. He's an avid listener. That's my dude. He listens to the podcast. He listens to our music, GQ. So, you know, rest in peace, Mr. Scholler. You know, rest easy, man.
Yeah, rest easy. All right, so now I told you, man, we got a good show today. We really do. It's me and Bo. It's gumbo, baby. When I used to, you know, I kind of got away from the gumbo thing. We do talk about multitude of things. But now we getting back to like we touching every base possible. It's a lot going on. You're gonna see it jump from sports to entertainment to life to whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do, and that's what we're best at. So we're getting back to that. So we gotta talk about J. Cole's apology. Now y'all remember we talked about last week.
Yeah,
he shot the shot at Kendrick. You know, from Kendrick's this that he had to him. We talked about that or whatever.
Yeah.
And we was calling it lackluster, whatever it may be, whatever your thoughts about it. Right. Yes, we had. Just a few days after that.
Few days.
I think maybe a day or two.
Man, a day or two.
I tried to give him
24 hours.
Like 24 hours. My man came with a response of an apology to Kendrick. Said he felt it in his soul that he didn't feel right in his soul dissing Kendrick because he literally didn't have a beef with Kendrick to keep that energy.
Yes.
What's your take on that, Bo?
I have no problem with J. Cole, coming back because like it was a weak diss.
Yeah.
On top
it wasn't his best. It wasn't his best.
Like there's other flows that he's had. Like I don't know
that
what he's
memorable.
talking about, but I'm like if you said, hey, send it to Kendrick.
He might be ready to get at you right now.
But the one he sent to Kendrick,
it was half-hearted.
It was half-hearted.
Yeah.
He didn't believe in it. And that's on him. Like people gotta understand this. J. Cole and Kendrick been rocking with each other
way before the fame, really, like when they was coming up.
Hot. Yeah. They was mixtapes coming up, doing their different little mixtapes or whatnot, and they rock with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Kendrick is kind of like, all of a sudden, now you're rocking with Drake.
Yeah, it come off as funny. I mean, I don't know anybody. Yeah, anybody in the world. Now you're going on a
tour with Drake, and he killed that.
Yeah,
he killed it. He let it be known.
I think I can see two sides of it. It was a good business move for J. Cole because it's like, he's getting Drake's fans now. When you go on a tour with Drake, 21 Savage,
I get that.
You're going to build a different fan base, you know what I'm saying, that might not have rocked with you. Like, you on a tour with Drake, his fans is going to be like, oh, if Drake can rock with you, let me see what he got.
Okay.
And so I can see as a business move, but ultimately hurt him in the process.
Yeah,
I think,
no, it really did.
Yeah. What I say about this is, and this is what, I get it. I'm all for mental health. If it felt bad to him, he's a man. He can make an apology. He standing on business by making that apology, especially at the Dream, Ville tour in front of all these thousands of fans. You know what I'm saying? To show that vulnerability is a strength as being a man in general. But as an MC and as a rapper myself, one thing you cannot do is have this bravado that motherfuckers can't fuck with you and you dust everybody who gets on the track with you. And this is what he's been saying, like multiple songs and features. Yeah. When I get on your track, you're going to get embarrassed. So that's a bravado. Like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
You can't have that bravado, then apologize to a nigga when it's beef time and it's wartime. He did it, and we respect J. Cole because J. Cole's not a problematic person. He's mild-mannered, you know what I'm saying? He's always going to be a dope MC. We're never going to take that from him. But for me, you fall down as a crack in the armor. You fall down the rankings as who I think are the best MCs, the MCs that get at your head, you know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick's ready. Like, Kendrick's ready. Like, he's just sitting up like, I only tapped you. Like, I really didn't even say nothing about you.
Yeah,
I said something about the saying that you said primarily. Yeah. He really didn't tap up J. Cole. He didn't touch his accolades or the lack thereof. He didn't touch anything about him personally.
Nah,
he literally just said, motherfuck the big three. Basically, I'm not a clique.
I'm not, yeah.
Don't put me in your clique. I'm not
a clique.
Part of a clique. That's all he said. Now, the one he got after was Drake. And I'm waiting for a response from Drake because, to me, that definitely drops him down. I feel like Drake picks and chooses who he'll battle with. And people will say, oh, well, he took Meek Mills and he messed with Pusha T. But if you look at them, they're not on the same level.
He didn't mess with Pusha T.
He really didn't. He probably said little slick stuff back to him.
He didn't mess with Push.
Push really killed him with Adonis. You know what I'm saying? He killed him with that.
I don't care. Drake
was it the story of Adonis or something like that? Yeah, but that killed him.
Y'all need to accept.
Yeah, y'all got to accept he lost that one.
Push.
Meek Mills, he got at him with back-to-back. It was a radio success. And other rappers he has said things about. But ultimately, anybody with money, notoriety, and fame who can sell who has radio hits, and who could take over women. And that's his Drake's claim to fame. That's why I'm saying this. His claim to fame is all the women love him. He makes radio hits, and he stays on the top charts, breaking records all the time, right? Kendrick's done that. So it's like Future, it's a perfect example. Man. Like Future's done that. So where's the diss back? Where's the diss back at Future and stuff like that? So I feel like J. Cole, I respect you as a man for doing that because that's man shit. You know what I'm saying? To humble yourself and make an apology.
But he also knows that like Kendrick is his dude.
Yeah.
Well,
you should have thought about that before you put it out.
Yeah.
It's like it should have been a talk like, hey, bro, you really feeling like that? Like, if we really bros, then let me holler at you on the phone. You know what I mean?
At the same time, J. Cole killed Drake on that song.
Yeah, he did. No, matter of fact, he did it just recently. The new one, the Red Velvet one that just came out. I know everybody got it.
Song. On the Shooter song.
He talking shit to Drake really, he didn't catch it probably, but he's on the song with him, but he's talking shit to everybody. So I'm saying, J. Cole has a moniker that he destroys every MC he's on the track with. So if you have that moniker and you boast that image, you gotta come at Kendrick. You gotta stand on business when it comes to that because that's what you are about. But he just did a song, and this is how funny it is. Literally, he just did a song with Metro Boomin and Future.
Yeah.
Called Red Velvet, where people feel like, he kind of taking shots at Drake, or he's backtracking, or he's just not looking like a good friend by doing song with the ops, as they call it. You know what I'm saying?
None of these dudes is friends.
None of them. We don't trust you.
Yeah.
And we still don't trust you. The Future, that's what I love about Future. Future fucks with Future. He fucks with nigga Metro Boomin and him being close. Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Metro Boomin, it's a circle, you know what I'm saying? And they all pretty much close and they fuck with one another. But pretty much Future stands alone. Everybody want Future on the track. If you pay attention to it, Future the one that dropped multiple CDs and don't even put certain people on there. It's like, seriously. And I keep telling people, Drake is a popularity sponge.
Yeah.
When I say this, look at the last 3 collaborations he's done. Future, 21 Savage, J. Cole with the tour.
Yeah, the tour.
Whoever's hot, he gravitates to and works with.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, just check it.
Sexy Red.
Anything that's hot and the people like it and feeling, and if Drake is falling off or he feels like the popularity is slipping away.
Did he do a song with a dude named Yeet?
He do a song with anybody, really. Anybody that's hot, he will jump on the track. Because ultimately, that monopolizes the game. Like these young teeny boppers that listen to this, different type of rap, he will jump on it with that artist, do a 16, do a hook, whatever it may be. Because guess what? Those teeny boppers that didn't listen to Drake before, now because they rocking with their favorite person, what they gonna do? Google Drake, you know what I'm saying? Put it in their iTunes music, their Spotify.
His name is Yeet.
You know what I mean? So I think, like I said before, everybody can have their take on J. Cole, but I do think it was a weak move, but I respect it because it was a man move at the same time.
Only on these circumstances, because he's cool with Kendrick. He like it'd be different if like
they wasn't that cool.
They never rocked.
That's real.
Together.
That's real.
Like I'd be like, that's lame. But like no, him and Kendrick rocked together before they got big, before they sold records and had hit records.
Yeah,
they was like on a mixtape grind together, making music. So like these dudes came up together and got hot together.
Facts.
So
it's a different aspect situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
It's not like
components to the situation versus just if we were industry friends and you know what I'm saying, you said something about me and then I apologize. They're a little deeper than that.
Because like quiet as kept, J. Cole beat up Diddy because he was talking slick about Kendrick.
Yeah. That's the story.
Yeah.
That's the story that people say.
Yeah. J. Cole put hands on Diddy.
Yeah. They did say that.
Like, these dudes rock with each other. So
Drake, and I did like what I think who said it? I'm trying to think. Boosie. Boosie said everybody wants to hype up beef, but you don't really understand that niggas be out in the streets and it ain't gonna be. It's not as fun as it used to be. Like they don't just keep it on wax. It's their cliques.
Yeah.
Like the artists might keep it on wax, but their cliques and crews who meet up outside of whatever know this artist don't like your artist and whoever you run with, and they collide.
And that's something I want to say to Dreamville. Dreamville rappers, certain Dreamville rappers.
Don't intervene. Don't put yourself in something you don't need to be putting yourself into.
Yeah, quit. Stop it.
Stop it.
Y'all not ready for TDE.
I'm gonna just say this. I just hope everybody.
Y'all not ready for TDE.
Everybody just keep it on wax. That's Clicks, crews, and artists. I'm saying.
If you want to, Boz and Kaz, y'all are the two dudes on Dreamville that should not be talking.
Yeah.
Like the dudes that can really talk, Jid, Earth Gang, Luke, them dudes, they special. These other guys, y'all just trying to get hot.
Y'all not on the level to be talking that junk.
Like TDE, man, the lower levels of TDE, like dudes is coming up.
Stay out of it. You mess with some big dogs. There's some big dogs. This is the big dogs in the game.
For real. These dudes is for real.
These are the Corso Canes of the game. Some Great Danes, you feel me? Yeah, these niggas rap. And
so like, be cool, boss.
Yeah.
Be cool.
But anyway, I said, just for peace and unity in the rap game, keep it on the wax. And if you do see each other with a physical confrontation, keep it with the hands. Let's leave the straps, you know what I'm saying, to the side. We don't want the loss of life. That's what I will say. All right, so Bo put up an interesting point. We're talking about John Calipari. You know, he was leaving Kentucky after a disappointing exit out of the tournament. And what does that mean for college basketball?
Well, it's a lot going on. Actually, Mark Pope, he got the job, and I didn't want Mark Pope to get the job because I wanted more things to shake out in college basketball as far as like coaches. You have coaches leaving, then you got players leaving. And so like I really wanted it to shake up, like more coaches like at good schools that have been winning.
Right.
And they get this gig. But like, shout out to Mark Pope. I don't know if y'all remember Mark Pope. He played with Tony Delk. I know you know Tony Delk.
Yeah, I know Tony Delk. Yeah, he's from Kentucky. For sure.
Hey, Tony Delk was 6
hooper.
foot.
He's a hooper.
He was 6 foot tall, but he had a 7 foot wingspan. He could play. He was on that same squad with Tony Delk, and he's a solid coach, but like John Calipari leaving Kentucky, like people don't understand, like John really embraced hip hop and to selling to the kids that to come to his school.
Yeah,
like he really embraced hip hop, and now he's going to Arkansas, and it's real wild. It's real wild to just leave all of a sudden. But shout out to John. I mean, do your thing. Kentucky probably wanted you out of there for some years. Shout out to Mark Pope. I did like that dude. When they won the championship, was it 96? I remember being in college. I was at college watching that game. But it kind of shook up recruiting.
Yeah, that's what I would think it is. It's like a lot of them people are going to the NBA or they're going to be going to different teams.
The one and dones, the NILs. It shook that up where like people can like pick up these characters or different people from different teams or these certain teams. Because Arkansas got their players, but like at the same time, Jonna came in. He might not like these players, and these are some good. This is the SEC. This is like good players, right? So now they got to go figure out where they're gonna go. All the players from Kentucky that wanted to play for John. Yeah. Now they got to figure out something. The other teams that SMU. Who else? It's a couple different little teams. Oh man, why can't I think of the South Carolina? It's different teams that like they have to figure out like, hey, we're gonna recruit.
Yeah.
Who we gonna pick up? So like it's kind of fun to me. Like I like recruiting. I like basketball, and so watching John just leave all of a sudden, like a lot of these players didn't even know. Like the players didn't like.
I think they had a feeling after the way he lost. I think they did because after the way he lost, and everybody was on his head though, and everybody was on his head about how he lost. But I'm saying, but you did another first round exit. You know what I'm saying? And the last couple of years has been totally disappointing.
It's been bad.
So the writing's on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like they might not have thought he was going to leave this year, but the writing was on the wall to have the grumblings, or he could leave. We didn't know he was definitely going to leave, but it was on the wall. The kids ain't listening to him. His model, the way he has the one and dones, it's not working anymore. So, you know, things of that nature. So, but he needs a new start. Like at the end of the day, a lot of people, you know, you stay somewhere a couple years, you don't have success, it's time to move on and see what you can do in the latter part of your career. See if you can reinvent yourself. Because these kids, the thing is, the landscape has changed. Kids with NIL deals, the transfer portal, it gives more power to the athlete than the coach. So now you got, if you're an old school coach, you got to change your mindset to fit in the scheme of things and to still be successful. You got to learn the new way it is, the new age. So we'll see how he does in, where he's in Alabama? He's in Alabama or Arkansas?
No, Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yeah, he's in Arkansas. Yeah. So we'll see how he does. All right. So one topic came up. You know, Bo was talking to me about his group chat, and they were trying to down my boy. They were trying to down Jay-Z, which a lot of people try to down Jay-Z for one-liners. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, like if you hear a Jay-Z song and it has a memorable Biggie line in it, people want to take away from his career as an MC for one line. So we're going to get into a discussion about that. What, you know, you was in the mix of it, you know.
I'm going to say that's not biting.
Not at all. It ain't plagiarism.
No. Biting is if you take somebody's raps, if you take somebody's
cadence,
lines,
flow,
and you try to make it your own. You say you created it. You know, Jay-Z is always
copy and paste.
Took these different lines from different songs. And you got to understand, okay, The Ruler's Back. Okay, that's a song that Jay-Z dropped. He's paying homage to Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Like The Ruler.
Once upon a time not long ago. How many people use that?
Like people need to get off of this, I don't know.
Kick that if you take a portion of somebody's rap, that my thing is this. When did it become one line out of 16? So if you take one line and you got a whole 16 hot lines or 15 hot lines, how is that plagiarism? How does that diminish a person's stature? How is that biting for one line? Especially when it comes to the Biggie shit, because that was his guy. You know, Biggie even said it himself. He knew Jay-Z was going to be famous when he was alive. He told a famous DJ, he was like, this one right here, this is one I got to watch out for in New York. So if he get co-signed by the man while he was alive, what we talking about? He's just bigging up. Matter of fact, he even said it in the blueprint too. I think he said, if I take a line from Big, I'm only bigging up my brother because I'm big enough to do it.
Yeah.
Plus I got my own flow. It's foolish. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he told you, like, don't fuck with me with this pen. I just do that to keep my brother's memory alive. And Bo said it like the best way. If that was the case, every rapper has a cadence or something like that. Snoop had a cadence for Lottie Dottie a long time ago that he stole from Slick Rick. Lottie Dottie, we likes to party. I mean, we don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody.
Every rapper.
Every rapper has taken a cadence.
Has taken something
or a
from
line.
Another rapper.
Yeah.
Like everybody, every MC.
Even if they don't take the line, they take the cadence of it. Like you can see a song get started off and it'll be the cadence of a Beastie Boys or something like that. And you'll be like, hey, I know where that came from. Yeah. But it's just them paying homage to the ones that did it before us. That's it. So y'all gotta quit it. Like, I gotta
quit.
Quit
it.
Quit it. Now, y'all need to get on these ones that sound like the Migos, that sound like Young Thug, that take the exact way they rap, the sound, the way they mix and master their music, you know what I'm saying, with the auto-tune. Talk to them. Because they're doing a copy and paste job. You know what I'm saying? There's no originality. That's plagiarism. Learn your definitions.
Man.
All right. So then we got to talk about the eclipse and the aftermath.
Ah, the eclipse was great.
So as a hater, I would say I was a hater because I wasn't hyped about it. You know, all these people, you can see from the last video we did, I was like, all these motherfuckers in our town, I was mad. I was like, get these motherfuckers up out of here. But as a person experiencing it, literally, this is how my day went. You coming up to the time, they said it was going to take place around about 2-ish, you know what I'm saying, something like that, close to 3. I'm sitting in my room chilling. You know, I got the glasses. You know, mom's got the glasses for everybody just so we could partake in if we wanted to. So I'm sitting there chilling. I'm like, man, I ain't going outside to see this shit, man. I'm glad we all work. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it just gets dark.
Hey.
I said, fuck that. I got to go check this out. I got them glasses and looked up there. I could not believe it. It's an out-of-body experience, really, though, man. The temperature dropped dramatically, like 10 degrees. Now, you don't think 10 degrees is a lot to happen like that. Literally, I'm talking about in 30 seconds, it's going from 70 to 50-ish.
Yeah, got cool. Now, I love it. I wish we could have this like
every year so I can get off work.
No, every year. Nah, it was really dope because like you said, like I'm cool. They've been talking about this.
The astrologer and the astronomy.
Yeah, they've been talking about this
for
2 months. Like I'm cool on that.
They hyped it up so much and I was just over it.
So then like I went outside, I put one of my glasses on.
Yeah.
And I looked up in the sky and I seen like a head.
Seen that crescent,
I seen a hedge. I was like, hey, that's kind of dope. So then I started walking around my neighborhood. All my neighbors
was outside.
They sitting outside on they got their little chairs. Everybody like this is like
it was one point in time that you could see everybody being unified and nobody was on no bullshit. Like it was people at parks, it was people at the speedway. You know what I'm saying? In our city, like I'm talking a big gathering. You didn't hear about no shooting. You didn't hear about no violence, no fights, because at that one point in time, everybody focus was on the moon covering the sun.
But what was so dope is that it looked like 9:30 at night.
9:30. I'm saying it was so bright at 2 o'clock. And for that 2 minute span, it was nighttime.
It was nighttime. And then you look up in the sky, you see this dark hole.
It's this dark little, all it had was like a little slither of the sun, a little circle, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it was dope.
I loved it. I like I said, I took everything I said back, you know what I'm saying, as far as being a hater of it.
Man.
I'm a man of my word, and man, it was a beautiful sight. It was an amazing experience. I see why people got so hyped up and came to different cities to check it out. And you ones that had cloudy days, I'm sorry, you missed a great event, because a lot of people like in Houston, Texas, various other places that had rain and clouds. So when they took their picture, they're like, that looked like a normal day. Like, what the fuck is that?
Y'all didn't get the views we got.
The views we got was unbelievable. And I see why people flooded our city. And so, yeah, it was a dope event. Hopefully I'm around to see it again. That's how I look at it.
No, you're not going to be around.
It's at 20 years, nigga. I hope to be around.
20?
It's at 20.
100.
It's at 20, nigga. It comes to 20 years, nigga. It says another 20 years. Don't come for another 20 years.
I thought I heard.
Nah, it's 20 years.
This happened since 1810.
Nah, it says another 20 years. That's what it says. So I don't know. We'll see. But I hope if that's the case, like I said, I ain't no astrologer. I ain't in astronomy, no master in astronomy. I could have said I could have swore they said 20 years, but or maybe they were saying
120 years.
Or maybe what they were saying was it's always an eclipse, but only certain people get to see it be totality, where the whole, you know what I'm saying, sun is covered. We had it where you could see the whole sun covered.
Yeah.
In most places, you only gonna see half of it, you know what I'm saying, or a crescent. So maybe that's what they were saying. In 20 years, it'll be back, but we won't see the whole totality.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be here. It might be in Phoenix.
It might be somewhere else where you can see the totality, 100% totality.
It was dope.
It was dope. So, you know, like I said before, we bring you a short, compact, sweet, to the point show. Gumbo. All the topics that's going on in the world today, we try to stay on them and try to give you a real, raw perspective on it. It's 100 shows, man. Like y'all, 100 shows. Y'all got to give love to your boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I went from one host, you know what I'm saying, to Cuz, and we ain't looked back since. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marcus. You know what I'm saying? He was a person who got this ball rolling. So I'm not gonna knock nobody. I don't want nobody to knock him because we went to different paths. But at the end of the day, he was the one that even got me started in this shit. You know what I'm saying? He the one that really bigged me up and was on my head like, hey man, we always having these conversations. We do a podcast about it. And I was like, man, if anything, I was thinking about rapping again. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mindset was. I was chilling, laying back in the cut. I had a little bit of, equipment or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really into it. But he really did get my mojo flowing, you know what I'm saying? And when I started doing it, I ain't looked back since. And we only try to advance every year. So we want to thank y'all for rocking with us.
Yes.
And we also want to thank our future people who start rocking with us off of these shows. You got anything else, Bo?
I ain't got nothing, man.
Hey, so the sun is shining. It's plenty of light. There you go. That's that Luther. Y'all don't know. That's my mama, and that's that liquor talking. But anyway, we're going to let y'all get on with y'all day, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Yep.